Imperfections of solids. Let's start with the imperfection of solids. What is imperfection? Here, imperfection means defect. Imperfection means defects. There are some imperfections in solids. Even the solid is perfect, but there will be some imperfections in the solid. What are those imperfections? We will study. Okay. Crystals form some imperfections or defects during their formation. During the formation of a crystal or solid, it will suffer from imperfections or defects in their formation. Okay. Why this happens? This happens when crystallization process occurs at a fast or moderate rate. This imperfection or defect in the solid mainly happens when the crystallization process occurs at a high rate or at a moderate rate. Okay, next comes the defects are basically irregularities in arrangement of the constituent particles. These defects are basically of the irregularities in arrangement, means they can be vacant defect, it can be interstitial defect, it can be point defect, line defect, Scotty defect, Frankel defect. There are many defects in the solids. We will learn each of them. Of defects. Defects are classified into different types. First type is point defect and second type is line defect. Point defect and line defect are the two different types of defects. Okay, in the point defect there are three types of defects, that is stoichiometric defects, impurity defects and non-stoichiometric defects. There are three different defects in the point defect. There are stoichiometric defects, impurity defects and non-stoichiometric defects. In the stoichiometric defect is classified into four different types. It is vacancy defect, interstitial defect, Frankel defect and Scotty defect. Okay, and impurity defects are not classified, whereas non-stoichiometric defects are classified into different types, that is metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. Of defects. Point defect and line defect are the two different types of defects. Point defects. These defects are irregularities or deviations from ideal arrangement around point or an atom in a crystalline solids. What is point defect? It is a defect arising due to the dislocation or irregularity in position of a specific atom. It is mainly due to the dislocation. It is mainly due to the dislocation of an atom or irregularity in the position of a specific atom. Second type of defect is line defect. These are the irregularities or deviations from ideal arrangement in entire rows or lattice points. Line defects. Here the whole line is defective. Here the whole line is defective in the solid. Defect in the entire row is called as line defect. Types of defects are point defect and line defect. Point defect is mainly classified into three types. We will learn the first type of point defect is stoichiometric defects. Stoichiometric defects. In these stoichiometric defects are also known as thermodynamic defects. These are also known as thermodynamic defects. Let us understand what is stoichiometric defect. Here, wherever you look, you will look at NaCl. Wherever you see, you will find NaCl. So find how many NAs are there. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 Na plus and chlorine. How many chlorines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 chlorines. There are 8 chlorines and 8 Cl. So now what? So what is the ratio here? The ratio is 1:1. 8:8. So 1:1 is the ratio of NaCl. Okay, here are some spaces. There are some spaces present between these solids. There are some spaces present in between these solids. Sometimes we fail to remove these Na plus ions. Sometimes we fail to remove this Na plus ions. Sometimes we fail to remove this Na plus ions and put it in this gaps, right? One second. Okay, sometimes we feel to remove this Na plus ions and put in this gap. Okay, that is Na plus. We like to feel Na plus has left its own position. Due to living in this its own position, there is a defect in this solid. Na plus has left its own position and came to the voids or gaps. Okay, due to leaving its own position, there is a defect in this solid. Due to leaving its own position, there is a defect in this solid, but there is no change in the number of Na plus. See, there is no change in this number of Na plus. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 8. There are 8 Na plus. Before also there were 8 Na plus, and even after the change, leaving the position, there are 8 Na plus. So there is no change in the ratio. Even the ratio is 1:1, that is 8:8 is the ratio. There is no change in the stoichiometry of the solid. This type of defects are called as stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometry defect is the defect that do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. Defects. These are the point defects that do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. They are also called as intrinsic or thermodynamic defects. These are further divided into two types, that is vacancy defect and interstitial defect. This stoichiometric defect do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. First important type of stoichiometry defect is vacancy defect. What is vacancy? Vacancy means empty space. Vacancy refers to empty space. Vacancy defect is only shown by non-ionic solid. It is only shown by non-ionic solid. Let us consider this is a solid. Let us consider this is the solid, and it consists of, there are atoms in the solid. Look here, there are atoms in the solid. There are 1 2 3 4 5 6 9 atoms, right? There are 9 atoms in this solid. One atom has left its own place. This atom has left its own place, so here developed vacancy. This atom has left its own place and went away far, so here there is a vacancy. Vacancy is formed in this position. Vacancy is formed in this position. Such type of effect is called as vacancy effect. This defect is also created upon heating, but the density of the solid decreases. Here in this process, the density of the solid is decreases. Let us find how the density of the solid decreases. See here, this atom has went its own place. See this. This is the gap place, that is empty space. Vacancy space is here. This is the vacancy space is formed. Okay, let us find how the density of this solid decreases. Okay, first this is the length of the length is 1 centimeter, even breadth is 1 centimeter, even height is 1 centimeter of this solid. So volume formed is 1 centimeter cube. Volume is 1 centimeter cube. How many atoms are present in this solid? There are 9 atoms. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. There are 9 atoms present in this solids. So the number of atoms is 9. Okay. Next, what is the mass of one atom? Let us consider that mass of one atom is 2. Let us find out the total mass. To find the density, we need two things, that is mass by volume. Mass by volume is the formula of density. Mass of one atom is 2. So total mass is 9 into 2. That is 9 atoms into 2 mass. That is 18. So let us find out density. Density is equal to mass by volume. That is 18 by 1 is equal to 18. So the density is 18 in the first case. Now let us find out the second case, when the atom, this atom has left its own place and the vacant space is formed. Now what happens? When the atom has left its own position, that there is a gap in. Okay, so now the decrease in density takes place. So volume is 1 centimeter cube, because length is also 1, breadth is also 1, height is also 1 in this solid. So the number of atoms present here is 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? Because this atom has left its own place. So there is a gap formed. So mass of one atom is 2 as usual. Total mass is total mass is 16. 16 is the total mass. So density formula is D is equal to mass by volume. What is mass here? Mass is 16. Total mass is 16 by volume 1. Okay. Total mass is 16 by 1. So there is a decrease in the density. In the above case, we find that density is 18. There was density of 18, but in this case the density is 16. So there is a decrease in the density. Vacancy defect is the first type of stoichiometry defects. Vacancy means gap. When some lattice sites or points in a crystalline solids are vacant, then they suffer from a vacancy defect. When in the crystalline solid, if there is a gap, if there is a vacant space, then such type of crystals suffer from the vacancy defect. This defect can also be created upon heating. As a result, the density of the solid decreases. There is a decrease in the density of the solid. Interstitial defect. Second type of stoichiometry defect is interstitial defect. Okay, look at the structure of the solid. Here you find there is a lot of interstitial gap. See here there are lot of interstitial gap. Lot of interstitial gap is present in between them. When different atom or molecule occupy this interstitial space or voids, such defects are called as interstitial defects. When some atom or some of the particles will occupy this type of space, it is called as interstitial defect. Okay, when we in the case of these interstitial defect, when we talk about the density, here the density increases. See here, look at this structure. Interstitial gap voids have been, particles have been occupied the space. Okay, density here increases, but in the case of a vacancy defect, the density has been decreased. But in this case, density increases because two more atoms have been joined. Let us find out how the density increases. Okay, volume of this solid is obviously 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. That is length into breadth into height is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. So the volume of the cube is 1 centimeter cube. Number of atoms present in this is, number of atoms present here are 9. There are 9 atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 atoms present. So mass is equal to 9 gram. Mass is 9 gram. Density, formula of density is mass by volume. Mass is 9 and volume is 1. So density is 9 gram per centimeter cube. Particles have been joined. So volume is 1 centimeter cube because length and breadth and height is 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter cube here, but mass is 11 gram. In this case, the mass is 9 gram because there were 9 particles. In this case, there are 11 particles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 particles, right? Okay, 11 particles. Volume mass is equal to 11 gram. So density is equal to mass by volume. 11 by 1 gram per centimeter cube is the density. So here before there was a density of 9 gram. There is increase in the 3. Okay, 11 gram per centimeter cube. This type of defect is called as interstitial defect. When some constituent particles occupy an interstitial space, it is called as interstitial defect. We'll deal with the subtype of interstitial defect, that is Frankel defect. Here in this Frankel defect, what happens? The smaller ion means cation is dislocated from its normal site to an interstitial site. It is dislocation from its original position to an interstitial space. See here, this is Na plus will be dislocating and will be shifting here. This type of process is called as Frankel defect. Here, think this is the hole. This is Na plus has been dislocated to here, right? Na plus has been dislocated from its original position to the interstitial site. Vacancy defect at its original site and interstitial defect at its new location. Okay, it is a vacancy defect, whereas in order to maintain the electrical neutrality, the number of missing cations and anions are equal. Here cations and anions are equal. This decreases the density of the substance. In the Frankel defect, the smaller ion is dislocated from its normal site to an interstitial site. It does not change the density of the solid, and this is also called as dislocation effect. In this defect, the smaller ion cation is dislocated from its normal site to an interstitial site. The smaller ion, that is Na plus, has been dislocated from its normal site and went to an interstitial site. It creates a vacancy defect at its original site and an interstitial defect at its new location. It creates a vacancy defect. Vacancy defect means it will be vacant at the original position and fills the interstitial space. This defect does not change the density of the solid. The density of the solids remains equal. The defect is also called as dislocation defect. This defect is shown by the ionic substance in which there is a large difference in the size of ions. This defect is mainly shown by the ionic substance because there is a large difference in the size of ions. Example is ZnS, HCl, etc. Next, very important thing is AGBR. AGBR shows both Frankel as well as Scotty defects. Now we will deal with the subtype of interstitial defect, that is Scotty defect. Okay. Here we will find cation and anion. Cation and anion. Here, if anion left its original position and went far away, so it to neutralize electric, here what happens, an anion will leave its original position. This anion will leave its original position and go far away. This type of defect is called as Scotty defect. See here, this anion has left its own position and went far away. Okay, there is a unneutrality. There is no neutrality taking place. To maintain this electrical neutrality to them, cation will also leave its position and go away. Okay, anion has left its own position and went far away. To maintain the equality, so now this cation will also leave its position. This cation has also left its own position and went far away. To maintain electrical neutrality, equal number of cations and anions will leave their positions. It is a vacancy defect in ionic solids. In order to maintain electrical neutrality, the number of missing cations and anions are equal. Means if the anion has left its own position, then to maintain the electrical neutrality, cation also will leave the position. This will decrease the density of the substance. Obviously, it will decrease the density of the substance because as the cation and anion has left their position, density decreases, mass decreases. This defect is shown by ionic substance in which cation and anion are of similar sizes. This defect is shown by ionic substances where the cation and anion are of similar sizes. NaCl, KCl are examples. Okay, the main important is AGBR shows both Frankel as well as Scotty effect. The most important type of point defect is non-stoichiometry defect. In the first type of point defect, that is stoichiometry defect, we have learnt that it does not affect the stoichiometry of the solid. Okay, but in this non-stoichiometry defect, we will understand that it will disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. This is mainly divided into two types, that is metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. It is divided into two different types, right? Now, and this metal excess defect is divided into further two types, that is metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies and metal excess defect due to the presence of extra cations at interstitial sites. Okay, first we will deal with metal excess defect. That is first type of metal excess defect. We'll understand metal excess defect due to the presence of anionic vacancies. Okay. The third type of point defect is non-stoichiometric defect. There are two different defects present in the non-stoichiometric defect are metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. This is metal excess defect. The first type of metal excess defect is metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies, and the second one is metal excess defect due to the presence of extra cations at interstitial sites. We will understand the first type, that is metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies. Okay, this is the this is the solid NaCl solid, structure of NaCl solid. If I pass the vapors of Na, these are the vapors of Na, sodium. If I pass the vapors of sodium crystal on this, here Na will lose its electron. Na will lose its electron. We know that sodium is to lose electron. Metal will lose its electron. Similarly, sodium will lose its electron and becomes Na plus. It will lose its electron and becomes Na plus. This Na plus will attract this chlorine. This Na plus will attract this chlorine and it will lose its electron. Okay, this Na plus will attract chlorine and take it outside. Chlorine will come outside and it will lose electron. Okay, this Na plus will attract the chlorine from here and it will take up outside, so NaCl has been formed. Okay, what you will do of this electron, loosed electron, where it will go? This electron will occupy this space. This electron will occupy this space. Here anion leaves its own position and its void is occupied by this electron. Okay, how many? Before there were 6 sodium and 6 chlorine, right? Now there are 6 sodium but chlorine is 5. Ratio is 6:5. Before there were 1:1 ratio, that is 6 sodium and 6 chlorine. Now 1:1 ratio. That is after this process takes place, there are 6 sodium and 5 chlorines. That is 6:5 ratio. So what do you think about the electrical neutrality of this solid? Do you think electrical neutrality is maintained? Yes, electrical neutrality is maintained because this electron carries 1, so 1 it will carry 1 atom. So 6:6 ratio is maintained. In the first case we had 6 sodium and 6 chlorine, and in the second case 6 sodium but 5 chlorine, but we have 1 electron. It will carry 1, so it becomes 6 negative. Whenever the solid crystals consist of electron, due to the free electron, the electrical conductivity increases. Okay, whenever the free electrons are present, the electrical conductivity will be increasing. Due to unpaired free electron, it becomes paramagnetic in nature. This has magnetic properties. The color of NaCl is white. Color of NaCl is normally it is white, but due to this presence, it will turn to yellow. Second type of metal excess defect is metal excess defect due to the presence of extra cations at interstitial site. Okay, this is the structure of ZnO2. Okay, here number of cations will be increased. Here there is a number of cations. In this process, number of cations is increased. You have ZnO crystal. This is the ZnO crystal. Okay, you have ZnO crystal. When you heat the ZnO crystal, this ZnO crystal, it will turn to Zn2 plus half O2 plus 2 electrons will be formed. This Zn2 plus will occupy the interstitial space. This ZnO2 plus will occupy this Zn2 plus. Okay, it will occupy some interstitial space. Means it will occupy some gap. Okay, present here. Before there were 6 Zn2 plus and 6 O2 minus, but now there will be 7 Zn2 plus because new Zn2 plus has been occupied the interstitial space and 6 O2. So there will be disturbance in the stoichiometry. there will be disturbance in the stoichiometry of the solid. But electrical neutrality is always balanced, because these two electrons will also enter in this interstitial space. So these electrons will increase the electrical neutrality, and the same ions electrical neutrality is balanced. Due to the extra ion present, there will be deficiency. Electrical conductivity increases due to the free electrons. These are paramagnetic behavior because they are unpaired.